Nicaragua seemed like a good idea. This is a picture of Augusto Sandino, the Sandinista leader, now dead. Nicaragua is a safe place and has lots of waves and seemed very uncrowded, so why not go?
Here we are arriving in the middle of the night.
Here we are in Managua.
Look at this long.
Oh, look at this. Yeah.
The roads in Nicaragua are in great shape and there's lots of potholes everywhere.
Yeah.
Volcanoes can be seen from just about every place in Nicaragua. This is the town of Granada, second oldest European city in the Americas. And we stopped here for a short visit, look around, take some photographs.
Well, here's the
I'd like to see inside that hotel over there.
Yeah.
That's our blue surf van parked in the shadows there underneath the trees, loaded up with all our longboards. It's quite comfortable. This is the arts and crafts town of Mayasita, where pottery and other curio items are made for the tourist trade. We did a brief stop here, but didn't buy very much. And this is the town of San Juan del Sur, where we spent all of our time. This is the famous corner where the picture of Augusto Sandino, who was assassinated in 1935, is picked. And these are our buddies. Mike Iacoboni in the center there is the owner of a hotel, and I went to dental school with him at UCLA and had lost a little track of him and found him running this hotel down here in Nicaragua. It was a real pleasant surprise to find him here.
Este 14 y 15 de noviembre. Y desde ya le invitamos a la recepción para beneficio de la biblioteca. Esto con 100 córdobas. Incluye cena, 3 bebidas y un boleto para un premio sorpresa.
These are just a few scenes from the town of San Juan del Sur where we stayed. Up the street here is, and this view is of Mike Iacoboni's hotel, the Via Isabella, and it was quite comfortable. Every day that blue truck would show up out in front and load us up and take us down to the harbor at 7 in the morning. And this church here that Tony's walking by would wake us up about 6 o'clock. The guy in the white t-shirt on the right is Dale Dagger, the guy who's running these surf tours, and the ponga down there where the surfboard's going on is one of the two fast pongas that he has, and that's Juan, our boat leader for the first 2 days. And this is a view of the San Juan Harbor that we took out of every day for our surf trips. The coast of Nicaragua is beautiful, and every day we were treated to great weather and good waves the whole time we were there, and fixed a great lunch for us on the boat. And the guides, and this is Juan here, were very courteous and helpful. This is Juan's favorite rock, Penis Rock, as he calls it. He stopped the boat and made sure that we got a picture of it from the right angle. This is our first go in. Well, actually we surfed half a day one day, but then the next day we went up to Ponga Drops, so named because at one time a ponga parked a little too close and got dropped into the wave. And we enjoyed this place, surfed it for 2 days every morning. And second day, Roger really figured out the left break on that and dominated the left, and we all had a good adventure at Ponga Drops. Here's some shots of the waves.
Este.
Well, I waited in there, John, and waited, didn't get anything.
Oh, that's too bad.
You know, see a blind duck dive with those puppies.
Let's see. I thought this was something new.
Here you can see the size of the swell that was rolling into Ponga Drops the first couple of days that we were there. Every day after surfing we'd return back to San Juan, and it was a very picturesque little town to come into by boat. After a long day of surfing, we were all really tired. Roger was too tired to smile here. This is a view from a restaurant above the hotel that we stayed in, up the street. And we were usually sacked out in bed before 9:30 every night.
Sí. Thank you.
This is a little right break that was just north of Panga Drops that we surfed one afternoon. This was a pretty little left break coming off a point in a secluded little cove called Manzanita that had a interesting little peak takeoff, real tight little area to take off in, and a fun little ride. A gorgeous spot, had it all to ourselves. This was probably the set wave of the day at Manzanita, and nobody got it. I think Tony's trying to get through it. Pelicans in a tree were something that Eric said he had never seen before, so we had stopped to take some shots of these. This beach break, well, sort of beach reef break called Popoyo was one of the few places where we encountered crowds from time to time. But it was a fun little break, and if we timed it right, we would always have it by ourselves. Oliver on the left was our skipper for the last 3 days, and he was also a surfer and joined us in the water on several occasions. This place belongs to a Nicaraguan general, and it's in a little secluded cove all by itself, just about 5 miles north of San Juan. This is a view of the other panga, the slower panga that was being utilized by some guys from New Hampshire. And then later in the week, we encountered a building thunderstorm that looked pretty ominous. We were assured it wouldn't be too bad, but it ended up catching us on the way back to San Juan, and we had a little bit of a rough ride going in, as you can see. But happily we all survived and didn't need a shower that night. This is a place called Woody's, which we didn't surf because it was a little too crowded. It was just north of town, and it was one of the few places you could get to by road, so people without boats that weren't on a boat charter were surfing that. Looked pretty good, but we didn't go in it. This is known as Playa Hermosa, just about 15 minutes by boat south of town. We renamed it Cowadunga because of the smell of cow dung wafting off the in the offshore breezes coming off the shore. And before you knew it, 6 days had flown by, and we were heading back in for our last time in San Juan and saying goodbye to our boat skipper. But I think we'll all be coming back. It was a great trip.